I'm just a poor wayfaring stranger.
Hello, and we're back on the Weardale Way once more. This time we're starting at Wolsingham and we'll finish at Witton-le-Wear, which is one single section. This is one of the few times when you actually walk along the River Wear. It's called the Weardale Way, but a lot of the time you're up on the heights looking down. You're not actually looking at the river. It's a tad warm, so I've took my jacket off and changed my hat, and we've got a little bit of a nice view here, so I'll give you the view. More of a valley now, less of the moorland, and we head up this way. It looks like we're going into the wood. The sign points that way. Personally, I don't like plantation forests, but this one actually looks quite cool. Looks almost like a tunnel with the trees. It's a bit muddy, that section. And you got to squeeze through this very narrow gap, but on the plus side you can wash your boots in this stream that runs across the path and down into the weir. That's looking up the weir where we've come from. And that's down the weir where we're going. Looks like there used to be an old station platform here. Would have been Harperley station. Or Harperley platform in any case. And we crossed the rail. We're at a spot where we're going to take a detour to see something interesting. The Weardale Way continues that way, and we'll come back to here and continue the Weardale Way. But for now, we're taking a detour up the hill to see something that's of interest on this part of the walk.
You get quite a nice view on this detour. We started off over there at Wolsingham and we're right up the hill through these trees along a line across these trees here, and then we came down through these fields on by the river to the farm.
So this is what the detour was for through there, but we don't seem to be able to get in, and a sign saying private property, no trespassing. Not that that's ever stopped me. We're going to walk down this edge to try and film what we wanted to film. A very busy road here, but this was a prisoner of war camp for Italians and Germans. Now apparently they were put to farm work and they got a wage for that as well. But over here on this side of the road in these trees there's an old mine shaft. I wonder if some of them actually worked the mine as well. We'll see if we can get a shot through the field. Over there are the huts where the prisoner of war stayed. What I'll do is I'll try and find a better photograph online and put it in, because I don't think we're going to get to see them properly. It's a bit of a shame because there's been a lot of public money spent on preserving them, and yet the public are denied access to see them. So yeah, it's not worth. It's a very busy road this, so it's not worth making the detour to see it, because you're not getting to see it. Just look at a picture online. Well, that was a major disappointment. I really wanted to see that POW camp, but never mind. The detour at least gave us some nice views. Got to see the lambs playing in the field. Can't have a disappointment with lambs playing in the field. Anyways, let's get back onto the Weardale Way. There we go, we're back on the Weardale Way where we left it before, and we head this direction. This is Low Harperley Farm and it's 16th century. Behind me is Harperley Hall. It was built in the 18th century and obviously it's had considerable work on it, done on it since. It is where Durham police do their training. Okay, again to Weardale Farm. There's a bit of a mud bath, but it came with an unexpected surprise. Nice collection of birds. Canaries and budgies. That was a pleasant surprise after all that mud. And now we've got a nice farm track up to the top of there. We took our eye off the ball. We were following another two hikers and we assumed wrongly that they were on the Weardale Way. So we came up this nice farm track, which we were thankful for after all the mud, but we have to backtrack to the farm again because we follow across the field here. So heading back to the farm. There we go, back on the Weardale Way. It's not up that track, it's along this field. farm that we just walked from is over there. Behind it's the hall that we came by. We came along there. It's very nice views here. It's very, very muddy. This section of the Weardale Way is extremely muddy, so make sure you're wearing boots or, as Neil does, Wellingtons. We've been encountering a lot of these signs. And all we have is sheep with lambs. Not exactly the same. So now we're at Witton-le-Wear, which is the end of section 7 and the end of our walk for today. It's been an okay walk. It's just like a normal country walk through fields, farms. It's been extremely muddy. The next section we'll be passing some castles. Quite a lot actually. We'll be covering quite a lot of places of interest other than just the walk itself. So catch you on the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
Wayfaring stranger.
You can tell that you've been on a good walk when your boots come back covered in mud like that. That had to be the muddiest section of the Weardale Way.